everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lakshmi, a student of Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Data Science. In this video, we will be discussing about the subject Principle of Programming using C. The contents of the videos are computer, applications of computer, generations of computer, introduction to C and structure of C. Now let's know what is computer. A computer is a device that accepts the information and manipulates it for some results based on a program, software or a sequence of instructions on how the data is to be processed. This is the diagram of the computer where we can observe the keyboard, mouse, monitor, other parts of the computer. Now let's move on to the applications of computer. The computers have countless applications across the various industries and fields. They are used in the business for data analysis, communication, and project management as well. In healthcare, computer assist with patients, record diagnostics, and research. They are also crucial in the education, entertainment, finance, transportation, and much more. Essentially, anywhere there is a need for data processing, analysis, or automation, computers find their applications. This is the applications of the computer. Now let's move on to the generations of computer. We'll be getting the 5 generations. The first one is the first generation computer. In the first generation computer, we can see the main electronic component are the vacuum tubes. Main memory is the magnetic drums and the magnetic tapes. Programming language is a machine language. Power is consume a lot of electricity and generates a lot of heat. Speed and size very slow and very large in size. Input or output devices, punched cards and paper tapes were used as input and output devices. Examples are ENI, AC, UNIVAC 1, IBM 650, etc. Quantity, there were about 100 different vacuum tube computers produced between the 1942 and the 1963. The second generation computers. The main electronic components in the second generation computers were transistors. The memory was the magnetic core and a magnetic tape or a disk. Programming languages were assembly level language. The power and the size, the low power consumption generated less heat than the first generation, smaller in the size compared to the first generation computers. The speed, improvement of a speed and reliability in comparison with the first generation computer. Input and output devices, they used the punched cards and magnetic tapes. Example is IBM 1401, UNIVAC 1107, etc. Now let's move on to the third generation computers. The main electronic components in the third generation computers were integrated circuits, that is IC. Memory was large magnetic core and a magnetic tape or disks. Programming languages were high level languages like Fortran, Basic, Pascal, etc. were introduced. The size was small, cheaper, and more efficient than the second generation computers. They were called as a mini computers also. The speed was improvement of a speed and reliability. The input and output devices, they used the magnetic tapes, keyboards, monitors, printers, etc. Example is IBM 360, IBM 370, PDP 11, UNIVAC 1108, etc. were the examples. The fourth generation computers. The electronic component were very large scale integration and microprocessors. VLSI, thousands of transistors on a single microchips. Memory was semiconductor memory such as RAM, ROM, etc. RAM is a random access memory. It is a type of a data storage memory elements used in the computers that temporarily stores the program and data. Volatile, its contents as are lots when the computer is turned off. The size smaller, cheaper, and more efficient than that of the second previous generation computers. The speed was improvement of a speed, accuracy, and reliability. The output and input devices are keyboard, pointers, devices, optical scannings, and monitors, printers, etc. The network, a group of two or more computer systems linked together. Example is IBM PC, Star 1000, Apple II, Apple, etc. The fifth generation computer. The language is understand natural language, that is human language, power, consume less power and generate less heat. Speed, a remarkable improvement of a speed, accuracy and reliability. The size is portable and small in size and have a huge storage capacity. Input and output devices, keyboard, monitor, mouse, trackpad, touchpad, touch screen, pen, speech, input, light, scanners, printers, etc. were used. Example are desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones, etc. are the examples. Now let's move on to the introduction to C. C is a general purpose programming language that is created by the Dennis Ritchie at the Bell laboratories in the 1972. It is a very popular language despite being old. The main reason for its popularity is because it is a fundamental language in the field of a computer science. C is strongly associated with the Unix and is was developed to write the Unix operation system. Now let's move on to the structure of C. Here you can see the diagram of a block diagram of the structure of a C will be containing the documentation section, link section, definition, global declaration section. Will be using the main function, and the declaration part and executable part is also consisting in the C, and the sub-programming sections will be including the user defined functions. Now let's brief it out. The first one is a documentation section. It consists of a set of a comment line that is used to specify the name of a program, the author and other details, etc. Other details will be used. The comments are very helpful in identifying the program's features and underlying logic in the program. This line begins with a backslash, a star, and ends with a star and a backslash, that is known as a comment line. These are not executable. The compiler is ignored anything in between the this comment section. The preprocessor section, it is used to link the system library files for defining the macros and for defining the conditional include. Example is include stdio. These are the statements that are used in the C. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is that global declaration section. The variables that are used in the global declaration section, that are more than one function throughout the program, that are called as the global variables, and declared outside of the function, that is before main. Every C program must have one main function which specifies the starting of a C program. It consisting of a two parts, that is declaration part and executable part. Declaration part, this is a part that is used to declare all the variables that are used in the executable part of the program, and these are called as the local variables. The second one is the executable part. This part, it is declared all the variables that are used in the executable part of the program, and these are called as a local variable. It consisting of at least one valid C statement. The execution of a program begin with the opening braces, flower bracket, and the ending of the closing braces. The closing braces of a main function is the logical of the program. That's all about my presentation. Thank you for watching my video. Please do like